Well, it's a good thing I had a 4-pack of brackets. I wanted to make, I needed more space inside of here. And I tried to move it up a little bit more, but I didn't think it was that much. But anyways, bottom line is, I mean, these are still good for something in the future. We'll just throw them in the box over there. But I had to drill the hole down farther for this particular light and route everything so everything can move a little bit. To get it on there is a little bit trick. But if the holes are a little bit bigger and you can slide things, when I say a little bit bigger, I mean a 1/16 of an inch bigger. You know, instead of drilling 1/4-inch holes, I drilled 5/16 holes on everything. So everything is loose until you tighten it up, then everything is snug. But in any case, these are all set to go, boss. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Did a great job. Got the stingers back on. You know, these bolts really don't, it looks like a stout ass stinger, but in actuality, there's a clip behind here for this bolt. That's it. So if you rack this fucking thing against a tree or whatever, it'll fucking bend right off of there per se. But it's pretty stout. But man, check that fucker out, bro. That's 62,000 lumens. I know you're saying, hey, you didn't mount these up here because it was going to block the radiator. And this does block the radiator. But unfortunately, it's functional. When something is functional, extremely highly functional, it overrides the fact that it is blocking air to the radiator. I mean, the amount of air that it blocks is almost, it's not almost, it is insignificant. So we're good to go. Got my my tow hook plate back on. Got the tow hook. I had to break out the controller for the winch and pull it back up. Did that. And retightened these lights. Got them back to tight. We'll be carrying this little quandary of shit. I do want to carry those like in a baggie or something. Because those are the ones you are definitely gonna we need to tighten those up a little bit now that you mention it. Those are a little bit too loose. We did tighten this one up already. Like I said, we're gonna have a 1/2-inch wrench with us out there in the bushes of life. These here are spot beams. So you want these little motherfuckers like not aiming down at all. These things you want not aiming up either, but more up than down. I mean, those things will shine 1,000 feet in front of the Jeep. So like I said, we'll have these tools with us. I like to put them in like a little bag and stick them underneath the seat of the front seat of the Jeep there. And when you need to adjust these lights, all of those tools are in that bag, from the Allen wrench, all of these right here. These right here. This will tighten up the it'll tighten up the torque things that hold the stinger on. I mean, they're pretty tight right now. Everything's tight, pretty tight. Anyways, we used up our time today, so wow, what a project, man. What a project. Let's see here. A little bit more of a space here. And not really, I guess it's the same. There's no way it's gonna move. But anyway, here's the skid plate. I suppose I could break out the paint for you, huh? Paint that son of a biatch. Let's pull it out. Let's show you what we're gonna do there. Oh, I think it's right here. Just your basic undercarriage paint. And you don't have to spray it. All you want to do is spray the front face here. Suppose I should try to be a little bit more professional, huh, guys? Good enough for the first coat. You don't have to fuck around, bro. That's good enough. Let's open up this tip. There. Now it's completely darked out. You don't have that raw bare metal right there. I think it looks pretty cool, guys. Everything worked out pretty solid. Now it's just a question of running the wires and turning the lights on. I'll probably run the 10-inch light bar with the 2 ambers first. Pretty easy. You're going to hook that up to a 15 amp auxiliary 3, and I'll show you where the auxiliary 3 is, and should be pretty easy, pretty basic compared to what I've done already. And we're going to also connect the cowl lights to the parking lights, take them off the daytime running lamps. So that'll be kind of cool too. That's a pretty easy job. That may be probably 1 and 2, you know what I'm saying? I'll do that. I'll also at the same time, you know, run the leads coming off the battery terminals to the plug that you can put the trickle charger on, because I want to keep this Jeep on a trickle charger. So keep that battery. You'll get 1 or 2 years more life out of your battery if you keep it topped off in the garage all the time. I don't use the Jeep every day, so you do want to do stuff like that. So anyways, it's sweet, bro. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet ass ride. Just giving it that personal touch. Same people that made me the Hemi decal will probably make a 14-inch by 1 1/2 inch Whipple decal right there. I'm gonna try to make it the same way as Whipple's logo, Whipple stickers. See if they can do it. I know once you put the Whipple on, you do get stickers with it too, but we'll see what happens on it. That's down the line a ways. That I'm certainly not going to do any Whipple until it's got at least 1,000 miles on it or more. You know, 2,000 miles maybe. So anyways, we're going to wrap this up. Let's see here. We got everything picked up. Sort of picked up. We got those tools there. Let's put this baby back inside here. This is a nice little driver for the self-tappers. I didn't have any issues with the self-tappers at all. I drilled a small one, I think, what the hell was it? 1/8, 3/16 hole first with the drill, and then shoot the self-tapper in there, put good pressure on it, all 4 of them. Bit pretty reasonably strong. So I was only going to put in 1 self-tapper, but I say fuck it, do 2. You know, so we put in 2 self-taps, and it just it makes it on there a little bit stronger. So the only place you use self-taps are here, and holding this, and you had to. I mean, that's the only way you're going to be able to do that, unless you drill all the way through the thing, and you're not going to do that. Okay, that's foolishness. But anyways, we can use the Jeep. The wires are just hanging around right here. Not a big deal. Nothing's gonna happen to them, even if you get a rainstorm or whatever. You know, they're just hanging in right here, so that's fine. But man, it's gonna be fun. You know, it's just gonna be fun. I've got wire here. I've got conduit. Here's my wire. Here's the conduit. Here's the self-charger. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna attach these. We're gonna snip these. We'll snip these clamps off. Put little eyelets on here. Solder them on. Connect them directly to the battery. There's a fuse on here, 5 ampere. I think it's a 5 amp. Let's take a look. 7.5. So it'll be fused. Should there be any issues, I'm not sure where I'm going to run this. You know, I was thinking it's got to be reasonably close to the battery. I don't want to do another connection. So, you know, I may pop this up right here. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? I may pop it up right here. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Or I may pop it out right here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. When I was down here, I mean down here. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to pop it out, but I'll pop it somewhere. And then you'll be able to throw a tender on it every time. What a project, man. And you guys were right here helping me all the way through it. I was going to pull you up sooner on here, but, you know, I had issues with the brackets. And then I had issues. The high school kid came walking by, so I had to hold off on it then. And I was just installing it at that point, too. Putting it in here. Oh, man, it's so cool. We'll put a conduit on. We'll put a conduit on this little section here. Everything's going to be conduited. We'll have it away from the lever of the winch. Half it so you can open this up so you can control the winch. So, you know, you're not going to do any of that shit now, not until you run the wires and check them, and then you'll end up making sure that you can tie them up out of the way. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably bundle these all up and they'll be like right there-ish or something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see. I got plenty of time to sit on this. I can sit on this right now and hatch it if I want to. I've got a lot of things to do. I've got to change my water heater here pretty soon. It's leaking a little bit. You know, I've got some home chores I got to do too. I got to change the brakes on that, my Juggernaut XD Duo bike. Front brake pads have to be replaced. So, yeah, we're styling and profiling. We're going to move the Jeep back in, and we're going to go upstairs, grab a bite to eat. I got a nice burger that I made yesterday. There's keys. Put them inside of my shirt here, and we're going to go fire up this Jeep. We're going to put the dogs away. I don't want to run over a dog. The animal control came by the house, and I got in trouble because my dogs were blocking the sidewalk. This is last week. And for some reason, there was a film crew with her and the whole fucking shebang. You know, I don't know what the film crew was there for. I guess she said they're just following me around today and filming my normal routine of a day in the life of an animal control officer or something, you know what I'm saying? But they were here filming, and like I said, I did get a complaint, so now I have to keep the dogs away from the sidewalk. And they also... you know, one of my roomies has got a dog now. I let him get a dog for whatever reason. But animal control knows that there's a little dog here. Now, they didn't see it when they came, so they just let it go until something else comes around. But in any case, it's my roomies. He's from Minnesota, and you know, he stayed with me before, and he left, and now he's back again. So, and he may go back to Minnesota. I don't know for sure. Anyways, we're going to shut this old boy down, and we are going to call it a day. Let me take a look at my notes here. Paint that L bracket. Test for dim light brackets. Distill figure light position. Got it. Throw these away. Okay, I'm going to shut you down. That's it.